Welcome to Excel Helps Use vlog number 2 on the Clipboard tutorial. My name is Nathan, and in this tutorial we are going to take a look at the Clipboard group. So this group is found in the ribbon, and the ribbon is this area above the formula bar and below the quick access toolbar. It has File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, View, and PDF by default. And you can see that there's a lot of tools in the ribbon. So in this tutorial we are just looking at these tools, which include paste, cut, copy, format painting, and then also a bunch of pasting options. But not only those, also the clipboard, which is hiding right here. So in Excel, when you put your mouse over something, often it'll give you a preview or a description to explain it to you. So we're going to click right here to open up the clipboard. So when we have this open, the clipboard will collect multiple items. So let's go ahead and collect something. We collect by either cutting or copying. The difference is when we cut, we remove from the source the data and leave that cell empty. When we copy, we make a copy of it. So the source data stays behind and the new data is put on the clipboard. So in this case we want to copy. So I'm going to copy this and copy that. Alright. So now we have vegetable and fruit copied onto the clipboard. You can see here it says 2 of 24, so that means that this clipboard will hold 24 different items. And let me show you why in this case I didn't just use copy and paste or the shortcuts Control-C and Control-V. So in this case I'm going to be pasting back and forth between fruit and vegetable, assigning a type to each one of these products. So a potato is a vegetable, an orange is a fruit, apple is a fruit, grapes a fruit, green beans is a vegetable, bell peppers is a vegetable, and cucumbers are also a vegetable. And so you see how if you had lots of items to do here, that is a lot faster than typing in each individual, as well as now they're all exactly the same, which allowed my formulas over here to work because they're reading whether it's fruit or vegetable to apply it to these columns. Alright, so that's the clipboard. You want to take a look here at these options. You can have it collect without showing the Office clipboard, so that when later, if you decide, you know what, I want to paste something I copied a while ago, you could open the clipboard and it'll still be on there. You can also, by checking this option, have it so that you can automatically open the clipboard by doing the shortcut Control-C twice. So Control-C will copy and collect it on the clipboard, but then when you do it a second time, it'll open the clipboard and show you what you have on there. When you are done, well, here, let me show you real quick. If you just wanted to, if you'd collected several different things, like say I just wanted, here, let me clear this. If I wanted to paste a list of my fruits over here real quick, I could go copy, copy, copy over here, and then hit paste all. So, and that did it in the order that I copied them onto the clipboard. Alright, so I'm going to clear the clipboard and close the clipboard. It is still working in the background. Again, you access it right here at the bottom right hand corner of the clipboard group. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the format painter now, because I don't want my cells to look like my titles. I want it to look like my data. And so I'm going to select a cell that looks like what I want it to look like, hit Format Painter, and then click and drag everywhere I want it applied. And so now it matches the old, this formatting now matches this, did not change the data, just the formatting. So that's Format Painter, really powerful. Okay, so there's some really cool ways that you can move data around in Excel. So say I wanted to move my fruits column over here to vegetables. I could easily do that with drag and drop cutting. So if you select what you want to move and then move your mouse over the border of it, it changes the cursor to where it's got an arrow on each side, and then you can click and drag and put it out of the way, and then I could move my vegetables in closer, and then I could grab my fruit and put it next to it. Alright, but you see now my columns are all screwed up. There's a couple ways that I can do that. I could just double click here. Now they're not all the same. I could take a quick look and say, okay, this one's 85 pixels. Select all of them, change one of them to 85 pixels, and now they're all 85. So now we've got a real nice uniform table. So that's drag and drop cutting. Alright, so let's take a look at some paste options. So if we select our table here and hit copy, we can come over here onto a new page, and when you select a cell to paste it in, that will be the top left hand corner of the data to be pasted. So if we go up here to paste, you see we've got all of these options. Now if we just hold our mouse over it, it'll give us a preview of what it looks like. So before we paste here, we're just going to go through some of these options. So a normal paste will not change your columns, will not change your formatting. Everything from the source just comes over and it dumps right here, and then you have to adjust your columns where you want it. So that's normal paste. Paste formulas just applies the formulas. You'll see here that the data and the formulas came over, which is why it looks the same. Formulas and number formatting, obviously that doesn't apply in this situation, but if you had dollars and percent and a couple of other things, you could apply all of that. Keep source formatting, so that just says it's going to look like the beginning. We could paste it without borders. So you see how that's different than paste formulas, because here we kept the formatting of the title groups. This one's really cool. Keep source column widths. So we worked hard to get the columns looking good at the source, so we wanted to paste those here. And then this one is, I haven't used this one very much, but it's really cool. Paste transpose. So if you got halfway through putting your data and you're like, oh, I wish I would have had my columns for my rows and my rows for my columns, because I'm having to scroll back and forth left and right, and I'd rather scroll up and down. This is an easy way to just move it. There's no formulas, it just moves it. And if you cut your data first, you could put it back in the exact same spot. Really cool stuff. Paste values is the opposite of paste formulas. So paste formulas moves all the formulas over. Paste values, here, let's just do that. We'll paste the formulas here, and then we will paste the values here. And then we'll click through them here. So this one has the formula, this one has the values. And so now if we made a change up here and we called this one fruit, which it's not, green beans changes here, but it did not change here because this is just the values. Okay. Let's go back, re-copy this. Okay, here's one that's interesting. This is paste formulas. And so this one is very much like Format Painter, because it just moves the formatting over. The thing that it differs is that Format Painter allows you to take a single cell and apply it to whatever size you want. Where paste formatting, your source copy has to match your destination. And when you see these this border moving like this, you can select where you want and hit paste. But if we did that, that'd be normal paste. Sorry, if you hit enter, it will paste it where you have it. If you hit paste formatting, it'll work like that. Alright, so that's what I have for you guys today. You can go to the written version of the blog, you can email me, and you can check out my spreadsheets that I have for sale. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week.